At the inception of the Ninth Assembly, the Senate and House of Representatives promised to amend the country's electoral laws. There was a previous attempt by the Eighth Assembly to amend the Electoral Act before the 2019 general elections. However, President Muhammadu Buhari refused to sign the bill into law on the premise that it was close to the 2019 general elections. The Senate and House committees on INEC began working on the legislation, requesting input from organizations and individuals on the bill. Public hearings were held and views collated. On July the 15th, both chambers of the National Assembly passed the Electoral Act Amendment Bill on the final day of plenary before it proceeded on its annual recess.
Distinguished colleagues,
the Senate amended Clause 52, which gives INEC the discretion to introduce electronic voting as may be practicable. This amendment sharply split lawmakers, and the minority leader called for a division, the first in the Ninth Assembly.
We want Nigerians to know.
The votes were cast, counted, and the majority voted to amend Clause 52 by empowering the NCC to determine the use of electronic means to transmit election results. In the House of Representatives, the amendment of the Electoral Act caused a rowdy session, also over Clause 52. However, the lower chamber finally amended Clause 52, empowering INEC to decide on the best means to transmit election results. But 3 months later, on October the 12th, the Senate made a U-turn and gave INEC free rein to determine the procedure of transmission of results during elections. The Senate also re-amended Clause 87, prescribing direct primaries for political parties. On November the 10th, 2021, the National Assembly passed the harmonized version of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, empowering INEC to determine the procedure for voting and transmission of results during an election. It also approved direct primaries for aspirants to all elective positions. But the amendment prescribing direct primaries set the National Assembly against governors who prefer indirect primaries. Nevertheless, on November the 19th this year, the National Assembly transmitted the Electoral Act Bill to President Buhari for assent, with the expectation that he would sign the bill into law early enough to allow INEC, political parties, and Nigerians prepare for the 2023 general elections.